Store 1692. This is the Gutierrez installation. November 19th, 2021. All the cabinets have been installed. Did make a few modifications to the sink base here. See, all the plumbing comes up in the same spot. Made it a little more difficult. Looks pretty decent, to be honest. Got the power coming through for the garbage disposal vent for their drain there, and the drain down low. Did make a few modifications to the drawing as well. I reduced the filler over here. If I pushed it too much further, obviously that drain down there wouldn't have fit. Over here we went with a 3-inch filler, another 3-inch filler, and that was to push the fridge over, so that way you couldn't see the lack of tile on the side of the fridge there. For the old floor print, we had to go a little bit bigger on the fillers. This was also done, we didn't want to come too far over with the cabinet being right up against the trim here, or the end of the corner, because we're going to have a decorative panel there on both sides. So we wanted to push it over as far as we could, not too far. Islands in place, screwed into 2x4s that are glued to the floor beneath it, so it ain't going nowhere, especially not once the granite's on it. It's going to push forward just far enough. This is about 1.25 inches roughly for our base mold and shoe mold to cover the old footprint there as well. The front shouldn't be too bad at all. Looks like we got about 1/2 inch, 5/8. Got cleating for our countertop. Microwave has been installed correctly. Got big old washers on there to help out, since they never come with washers that are the good size. Did have a little talk with a customer about this electric up top here for the old lighting. I had to bring it into the cabinet because I couldn't just cover it up. There's also one down here for a dishwasher that was never actually here. It was just underneath the cabinet, capped off with electric tape. This is how they left it. A little bit of a fire hazard. At least they taped it, I guess. But that right there was a surprise underneath the old cabinets that we tore out. The customer is going to have an electrician come to put a junction box in for the one down low that I just showed you, and for the old light up top. We do need to get a few things ordered. Have them here on the order sheet. 2 of the 96 by 6 inch solid stock, 1 toe kick, 1 skin 96 inches by 23 1/4, 12 shelf pins. I also need a 1x3 off the shelf there at the store. That is to pad out the toe kick. One 1x3. Doesn't have to be painted or anything like that, just a simple piece of 1x3. And that is to pad out the toe kick. Down low here, as you can see, there's a pretty big gap, and I won't be able to finish that out nice with just shoe mold. So I need one 1x3 off the shelf. Doesn't have to be painted. Some of that solid stock will be used for a filler down here to get rid of the maple bottom. Build this in, make it look built in and nice. Also, we're going to extend the top there for the crown mold all the way to the ceiling over there. The shelf pins are for this little small cabinet here. I believe this is a 9. No shelf pins came with it. All the doors open the way they're supposed to. Restrictor clips on all of them so they don't bind. Thank you for sending restrictor clips, designer. Very kind of you. They're always important. I would say, in the future if we can, a 2x4 per job for things like this. Also things that might not be thought about. When we skin the back of these, they're kind of hollow in here a little bit. So we put a 1/2 inch piece of 2x4 down, a couple of them, so we can shoot and glue into them, so that way this isn't flimsy and flabby. One 2x4 per job would be a good idea. Along with the restrictor clips, an extra touch-up kit, and you can use scribe for anything. Well, maybe not anything, but you get the point. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. That wraps up the video. Thank you.